enjoying an interview with Ky Michaelson, the Rocketman, at his home garage just outside of St. Paul, Minnesota today. Thanks everyone for tuning in to the Sam Space 81 channel.
It's the Rocketman.
Hey, how you doing? What you do? You having a good
What
time?
do you know? Nice to meet you, buddy. Pleasure.
We're coming back. How much you want for this?
When the votes are all in, will the real Ky Michaelson please stand up? And
more rocket-powered vehicles than any man on this earth, I know for a fact on that. I built a lot of stuff through here. Yeah, 72 state, national, international speed records. We were first to run 4 seconds at an NHRA track, first to run 300 miles an hour on an NHRA track with one of our rocket cars back in 1973. And back when we were on our rocket cars, we were running about 100 miles an hour faster than Don Gartless was in a quarter mile.
Well, Sam Space 81 here at Rocketman Enterprises. We're about to meet Ky Michaelson, real interesting cat, and check out what he's got going on. Here's his 30 Chevy Roadster. Let's head into the madman's garage. See if anybody's home. It's 30.
Yeah.
I'm here with the Rocketman, Mr. Ky Michaelson.
How you doing? Yeah, I'm working on the Evil Spirit 3.
Rods 1, 2, and then 2 more down below, and you can see them. Here's one right here coming through, and there'll be another one. This is what keeps it out. Back in the day, we worked with Scott Truex on this, and his father Bob Truex was the original builder of Evel Knievel's, and we worked with this. So everything is 100% perfect. You know, it's all engineered the same way as Evel Knievel's, every single rivet. And then here we have the front fender. This is what the wheel goes in. And there's all kinds of little pieces that go in this whole thing.
Down with all the framework, we're going to get that powder coated, and a bunch of pieces are going to get painted here coming up and polished, and we're going to put this thing together this year.
Your buddy was giving me a rundown on it.
Oh, cool.
Telling me about his car too. That's really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
He's going to pilot that bad boy.
Yeah, steam powered. Be able to go 300 miles an hour for about 25 bucks or less.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, have him come bring you into the house and show you the shop. I mean, in the house, that's pretty cool in there.
Sure.
Yeah, if you come up here, you got some more parts for it. This is the seat. That's the nozzle. That's the nose cone that goes up on it. This is where all the parachutes go in.
Okay.
And we actually use it's a rocket, and actually it's compressed air in a bottle. It comes out and drags the chutes out. Anyway, so it's got the backup chutes, the main chutes, And we built the original drove chutes and stuff for the evil spirit that went over the Snake River.
Yes, sir.
And anyways, those are the component parts right now that are done. We're going to be heading over to the polishing shop to get polished up before I put it back together. Yeah, I mean, I get along with everybody fine.
So you make a little noise at night, I hear.
Well, we probably have in the past, probably go here or there. Not so much noise at night. We kind of play it kind of cool around here, but there's a tremendous amount of history that's coming out of this place. I built all kinds of equipment for Hollywood and to do various stunts over the years. A lot of equipment been here.
You've set over 72 land speed records?
Yeah, 72 state, national, international speed records. We were first to run 4 seconds at an NHRA track, first to run 300 miles an hour on an NHRA track with one of our rocket cars back in 1973. And back when we were on our rocket cars, we were running about 100 miles an hour faster than Don Gartless was in a quarter mile,
Wow.
which was a fun deal. So we would go from state and try and set a land speed record in that state. So we ended up setting all these state speed records, along with some international records that we also set. Yes.
That sounds like a fun time traveling around.
For years, many years we did that. But back then, as long as you stored it legally and carried it legally, and you knew how to operate with hydrogen peroxide, safely, they allowed us to do it. And so we did it for many years. And then I decided I wanted to build a rocket to go into space. So, I accomplished what I want in drag racing, and then my next thing was to become the first civilian in the world to put a rocket into space, and we did that. And so in between all that, I'm always building rocket-powered vehicles. I've built more rocket-powered vehicles than any man on this earth, I know for a fact, on that. I built a lot of stuff there.
Buddy was showing me Kitty O'Neill's car here.
Yeah, this is just a small amount of cars I built. I'm not sure how many I built, but I built a lot of rocket cars. And a lot of rocket-powered vehicles.
You gonna put a rocket on that 30 Chevy Roadster out there?
Probably needs one. That would be good humor, that's for sure.
I like it just like it is.
Yeah.
It's a right-hand drive setup.
Yeah, it's out of New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out. Actually, I went to buy a motorcycle at a motorcycle antique auction, and they had a trailer full of motorcycles, and they had 2 cars that came in over, and I wasn't paying attention, but I was saying, anybody want to buy one of these cars? And before you know it went up, but I wasn't. And also my wife says, buy that car. And I said, which one? She says, the blue one. Anytime your wife says you can buy a car, you buy it. So now I'm in the hunt. It was at $13,000, and by the time I was done, like 20-some grand. But that's all right. I ended up with a car. So anyways, that's how that.
Y'all look good, and I saw you cruising in the big 50s car show this weekend.
Yeah, we go there every single year. Well, I've been in a hot rod club since I was 15, 16 years old. So I'm one of the original founders of the GSGA club, which is one of the oldest clubs in the country, as far as street rods and hot rodding and drag racing and all that. So yeah, so I'm one of the oldest founding member, and I belong to MSRA. I don't know how many years, many years. Anyways, I know all the original founders. But yeah, it's a heck of a car show, that's for sure.
Oh, now we know. Love you guys, man.
You see the busy street here
It is.
from here, but I'll show you what's cool about this. By the way, this is a nose cone for a new project we're working on. So that will tell you what we're working on.
Kai's right off of the main drag here.
Yeah, so you walk outside, you're in the country.
Oh, he's got his own little oasis back here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so you're in the country.
Nice and quiet.
Walk 75 feet.
Look at that.
Back here, all kinds of wildlife.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so I've been in this house
Peaceful.
for 51 years. I built this place.
It's beautiful.
There's not a number. There's no other kind of house like this around. Period.
It stood alone. You know, I drove up and down the street. I passed you once, and I don't know how I did that.
Yeah. I've had people actually walk into the house twice since I've been here with suitcases, thinking it's the hotel down the block, and set the suitcase down.
Maybe you need to start your little Rocketman bed and breakfast. That might be your next venture.
Yeah, well, this house is big enough to do that, trust me. All right, shut your camera off and I'll take you to another spot.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Ky and Buddy Michaelson, Rocketman Enterprises. Be sure and stay tuned for part 2, possibly part 3 and 4 of my afternoon with the Rocketmen. We're going to tour the Rocketman Museum. We're going to talk more about cars, rocketry, and who knows what else. I appreciate everyone watching the Same Space 81 channel.